Hey, it's Tony's Garage again. My BMW's broken. Again. It's got a misfire. Codes say cylinder 3 and 4. I've already swapped the coils 3 to 4, or well, 3 and 4 to 1 and 2. The mist still shows up on cylinder 3. I pulled the spark plugs already. I don't see anything wrong. This is the cylinder 3 spark plug. It's kind of light, but the car runs as it should, a little bit lean for emission's sake. I don't see any problems with the plug anywhere. They are not the best plugs for these cars. Tomorrow, I'm gonna, well, not tomorrow, I guess you'll see it in a couple minutes. I'm gonna get some spark plugs. I'm gonna get some NGKs for this thing. Hopefully that fixes them. The coils have already been replaced. Plugs have already been replaced. These are new plugs. But sometimes they just go bad. Especially, I've always had bad luck with Champions. But that's what the parts store had at the day I needed them. So we'll get the new spark plugs in and see what happens. Alright, back working on the BMW again. I ordered some spark plugs through Napa and they didn't fit down the spark plug wells. If you know these cars, it's the n54 engine. They have pretty narrow spark plug holes. So it takes it's a pretty small spark plug. It's a 14mm socket to get them, and I had to grind down my 14mm to even make it work. So the ones I got were 16mm heads. They were not going to fit, so I just ordered through FCP Euro. I ordered a little kit. I also ordered the oil filter housing kit, which came with intake gaskets. I'm not sure why, so we'll look at that later. That's not in this video, but so let's get to put these new spark plugs in, put the coils back in, and see if my mist goes away. It's a pretty bad mist pretty much all the time, especially if the car runs for 10 or 15 seconds. It's pretty much missing, so let's get to it. So here's the box from my order. Oil filter housing gaskets, the 6 O-rings or gaskets for the intake. All the bolts are for the oil filter housing. Go in a center too. All bolts. So here's our spark plugs. This is what we're dealing with today. Same kind of spark plug I got from Napa, the NGK Iridium, but hopefully these work. I haven't opened them yet, so maybe they're the exact same thing and they won't work. But being from FCP, I would imagine that they're going to work. Alright, I got everything ready. My socket, my extension, my ratchet. And pull these spark plugs out. One by one, we'll make sure the gap's okay. I'm not going to measure it, I'm just going to take a quick visual. And we'll go from there. So, first things first, is it the right size? It looks like it. It's a 12 point. That's good. Perfect. My socket's a 12.2. So, already way more confident these are actually going to make it where they belong. Start with cylinder 1. May as well, right? So just go finger tight for the first round, and then we'll come back through with the ratchet and tighten everything down like it should be. Gap looks okay.
My baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and only know it takes time.
Okay, these are crush washer style seal, so finger tight, and then I think it's like 3/4 of a turn. It's definitely more than 3/4 of a turn. There we go. Now it's touching. right there you can feel it get quite a bit tighter. Yeah, quite a bit tighter. So that's how far you go. Don't want to over tighten them. Nothing worse than a over tight spark plug. There it is, plain as day. You can feel it as soon as it starts, as soon as the washer is crushed all the way. So, put our coils back. Don't forget to plug your coils in. Been there. All of them are plugged in all the way. Alright, quick test fire. Let's see what happens. Don't need this car eating my camera. What do you think? Is it gonna run right? Let's see. Well, it looks like the spark plugs took care of it, started it. It was a little rough. This thing hasn't ran in, it's probably been about 4 or 5 weeks since I've parked it up here. So when I put it in gear, it had a little surging. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's normal just because it's sat for so long. But so far with this car, I've fixed a misfire with injectors, and I've fixed a misfire with spark plugs. Now, just wait for the coils to go out. I'll fix a miss with the coils. And I don't know what else is left. Cleaning the valves, walnut blasting the valves, because direct injected engines get the carbon deposits on the intake side. That's probably next. I'll probably find that out when I pull the intake, put those gaskets on that came with the oil filter housing kit. So, BMW fixed. I can drive it again. Cool. For a month, and then it'll probably break again. So I can stop driving my truck again and finish the front end. It still needs the tie rod ends, inner and outer, all of them. Pitman arm, idler arm, and the bracket for the idler arm. And then it gets in alignment. So my 250,000-mile truck is basically new. And that is running. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share this video, it really helps us out. Thanks for watching.